welcome to this new office video wherein I am taking you to in and out of the design journey. Concept planning and the actual flow where and to hand over. So here we are today at Taloja, and I completed this project recently. The photo shoot got delayed. I was busy, occupied in some other projects, so that is how the photo shoot got delayed. But yes, today we are here. The railing, what you see again, is again as per my client's requirement, and they wanted this specific orange color because they are from the marine background, and this is a color which is widely used in their industry. So that is how I have used this. This was not in my color palette earlier, but because they had that requirement, I had to keep the walls white so that both the colors are going very well with each other. Height, if you see, it's a huge office with a very good height because it's an industrial area. So they have to give a good height so that industrial requirements vary client to client, person to person. So that is why we were blessed here. We had an advantage wherein we had a good height in display. So if you focus on the ceiling, I have not done any false ceiling. I didn't wanted any kind of that typical fancy false ceiling look, the flat, clean, crisp. No, I didn't wanted that here. I wanted a proper industrial look. That is why I have kept the ceiling bare shell as it is. It was the only thing we have done the repair part. We have repaired the plastering, but we made sure that we didn't make it very flat. We kept the undulations as it is to give that earthiness, to give that look. Now, if you see here, the flooring, if you see, it is again Kota floor. We have done the new flooring over here, but this Kota floor, I have got the Kota cut in such size. I have made it placed with the help of spacer so that this entire look of the passage gets elevated. So this is the journey of the passage. To my side is the wall. This wall, we already had this wall. The things what we did on this wall is a complete replaster because the hygiene of the wall was not at all good. We have done a complete replaster. This is again a new paint. There are this design. I have got this grids here because if you see on my left, here where I am focusing, these grids are with a width of 2 inches. This is done in paint. But towards my right, if you see, I have this partitions, which is again the partition for the main cabin and partition for the conference room. Here also I have maintained the grid pattern, and on the top, if you see, I have again gone for an olive green color. It is again an olive color with square grids, so that there are 3 different kind of geometry which is here in the passage area. If you see the grids on the top are again all rectangular. The same rectangular grid, when you just see from top to bottom, the grids come here and they get broader here because of glass. You get a different feel here, and also the black color adds to the beauty. So I had this theme in mind. That is the reason why for this wall I wanted to have the same pattern but not exactly same, in a similar kind of design. So what I've used again here is a grid pattern. The blocks are again done with the help of paint. They had this, when we were having the initial designing phase, my client wanted to use this. They were very clear that you make some provision wherein we are, in a position to display the things what we have. So, this having this entire journey here is what. Because of my client, they wanted this to be displayed, and again, these are very old. They are complete aluminum and they are foldable, but they didn't want it just to stack it anywhere. They wanted that to highlight. So passage, everyone coming in the office will walk through the main cabin. They might go to the conference, but they might not even. Conference was not for everybody, but reception, the cabin area, this is where the maximum traffic follows. So I had placed here in the passage so that the passage adds on to the beauty. It is again displaying the journey, what they have, the industry, what they belong. And also it adds to a different depth rather than using all new material. My personal choice or my personal favorite is to use the old material which we have. So we haven't done much on this. It is just the same thing which we have. We have just cleaned and we have just positioned in such a manner that it looks good. That's it. So this was what for this wall. This towards my right, I already have a partition, but the partition I didn't wanted to go for complete glass profile, because these days glass profile are very much in trend. But glass profiles also comes with a good cost. So these are a bit cost effective, and it gives me a scope. It gives me elements where I am at a position wherein I can try different forms. I can give different shapes. So that is how I have used wood towards my right, and towards my left where I had a plain wall, I have just elaborated that in paint. Now this back section, what you see here, there is a storeroom here. We have made a storeroom for their supplies, for the supplies with regards to their industry. But I wanted to, somehow I didn't wanted to elevate that presence of a storeroom. That is the reason why I've gone for a plain black door, because when you come from there, when you see this, it doesn't even look like there's a door. So I wanted to actually nullify the presence of a door. That is why we have gone for black. Also, this is an industrial area. This becomes very difficult for them to maintain. They don't have that much manpower here. Because of industrial area, there is a lot of dust. There are a lot of things which are very challenging. So paint also, if you see, this paint is all paint. The paint which I've used is completely washable paint. They can definitely mop it as and when they want it. But material, I was very clear with the material usage. Whichever material we have used, it is in such a manner that it is easy to maintain. So that's it from my end for the passage. So let's move to the reception area. So once you come from the stairs, this is the reception area. I wanted, the main cabin and the reception in continuity. That is how you see this green pattern. You see the green grids which are there for this wall are continued here to not even 1/4. I think the proportion is lesser than 1/4, but I wanted that greenness. I wanted that depth to be here. That is how we had this green color in mind. Now for the other rest walls, I have used the same palette, which is white, grey and black. I've used a grid pattern here because I had the designing with a proper geometry in mind. I wanted to highlight the height of the shop, the height of the office rather, not the shop, height of the office. So that is why using vertical lines actually, gives a good elevation to overall designing theme is what I felt. Now this is a reception table. Reception table is also an L type with a side runner and with a main table. Towards my back, if you see, I have just had a very plain. I didn't want it very jazziness to be here. It is just the name of brand, their products, and they are just highlighted with a small light. I didn't even wanted a very fancy light. Towards my right, what you see is a complete storage. They had a requirement of tall length storage, so that is how this storages came into existence. I have given them storage units over here from top to bottom, where they can have a complete access, of all the files or the other supplies. If you just see on the floor, we have used Kota floor. The pattern of this is again different. We have played with different patterns in the same office to give a different look. Every area has a different pattern, so the look also enhances. Now this area, if you see, I have used a composite marble over here, and this shade is again a sandstone or Jaisalmer stone, which is available in Rajasthan. So this is basically a Jaisalmer stone shade, so a sandstone kind of shade. This looks very elegant. This is a shade which was very much in trend. But again, this was not my choice. This was my client's recommendation that we have, a shade like this. We have a different, unique shade so that it looks great and it looks classy. So that is how they wanted this shade. This was not into my designing concept earlier. What I had shown was a complete white or a black top. I wanted a black top here, but because they wanted to have this, then I had to little bit of tweak in my design. So then I have to merge it with a wood and a black. If you see the storage over here, just towards the edges, I have used wooden laminate, but the rest everything is black. Now this is a place which is again a vertical divider. I have used MS square bars. They are nothing fancy. They are just the square bars. The positioning is in such a manner that I have positioned it in a diamond. I have positioned it in a different angle so that there is the same square looks like a diamond. So there are just these bars which are here. This is again a vitrified tile. We have used black marble vitrified tile because I wanted to have a little bit of marble element. They wanted a little bit of gloss to magnify the presence of using different composite materials. So that is how we gone for glossy. Now towards the top, if you see, this is only section wherein I've gone for a display area. This also I have done with the use of PVC core laminate. All the artifact what you see here were there in the old office. We have just, I mean, it is not even me. I mean, it was their thought process of placing it here, and it looks marvelous. It is looking very unique. It is looking very classy, and somehow I'm very, very, very much fond of old antiques. So if you just see the presence of all the artifacts here, majority of them are all old artifacts, but because of the background, because of the sides, it is coming up very well. Electrical, if you see, I've just used two yellow lights. That's it. It doesn't even have much of it doesn't even have much of lights as such. It is just two yellow lights which we have used. For the ceilings, I have used two panel lights. The rest of the electrical is again by precision pipes, and that's it. Now moving ahead, this is again a pantry section. For the pantry section, I wanted to give a little bit of storage, but I didn't want to bombard with the entire storage. So I've purposely gone for three open shelves here with the provision of profile lights. It looks good, and it becomes easy. It adds on to easiness. Every time you don't have to open the door, you can just keep things over here, and you can access and you can use it here. So now this is again a problem. They were not keen into having these days. I mean, granite kitchen sinks or granite sinks are very much into trend, but they wanted to keep it very plain. So we have gone for Nirali SS sink, and we have gone for Jaguar fittings for the pantry area. Below this place is again entire storage. I've gone for handleless doors because I didn't want it that if you see there is not much of depth here. So if I go for handles, then definitely there are chances of accidents. To avoid that, I've gone for handle less shutters so that it saves on space. It gives it adds on to the beauty, and handleless drawers, handleless shutters are currently in trend. So I also wanted to be trend oriented. Now here there is a small bathroom. I mean, this is just a small utility bathroom which we have made it. I mean, there was a provision earlier, but we have redefined the entire bathroom. So for bathroom, what I have used again, this is again ACP. I have camouflaged it with a black and a grey ACP from inside. If you see the tiles are of two colors. I mean, they are olive and they are with grey shade. Towards my back, I think it will be easy to have a look on. Here, because it is an industrial area, there is a lot of pollution, so that there are chances of rusting. So just to avoid that, what we have gone for PVC taps. So these are PVC tap in two colors, black and grey, which is again merging very well with the decor. Now this tile what I have used here was again 4x2, but I wanted to place it in such a manner. I didn't wanted much highlighters to be there. So in the same tile, I have just gone for some CNC cuts so that it looks different and it looks elevated. So this CNC cut I have gone for two places, towards my right and towards my left. The other areas are just the plain tiles. So this bathroom is a very small and a compact bathroom, and it is towards the end of the office, so it becomes easy for maintenance also, and it get completely hidden. The theme of the office entirely, if you see, is again very minimalistic colors. I've used white, I've used black, I've used grey. Also, I've used wood because the client was specific of having some different shades in the office. For the pantry section, they wanted the sandstone, or they wanted the a pop of a different shade. So that is how this came into existence. And because I had this sandstone shade or the yellow shade to be there, I had to mix it with a combination of black and wooden. So that's it from my end. I hope you enjoyed the video, and in case if you have any such requirement for your office pertaining to renovation, you can definitely get back to me. If you go to the description box, there is an email ID. You can get connected to us via email. There's also a phone number. You can get connected to my office, wherein if you have any requirements, if you have any doubts, if you want to know about any materials, you can get in touch with us. So this is me, Bhakti Akshay, signing off. Thank you so much. So we are entering the conference room, and let's start with the door. The door here which I have made is like a complete panel door, This is made up of plywood, and I wanted to give a little bit of modern come contemporary twist. That is why I had three divisions over here. Glass which I have used is toughened glass by Saint Gobain. The only thing I have not used any film here because the conference room location is not wherein it is very much visible. It is a bit at the corner. So for the visibility to be there from the entire perspective overall, I preferred having clear glasses over the fluted or any other tinted or any other frosted glass. And that was the reason we have kept this door very minimalistic. The hardware, talking about the hardware, is just the hinges and a door closer, which you see here. So it operates by a door closer, so it gets closed on its own. The door closer is also a concealed one, so it doesn't look bulky and it gives a very clean and crisp look. Now walls, this office actually was just a clear rectangular frame. There were no divisions, no walls, nothing. So for walls, I wanted to go for wooden partition because of the height. If you see, the height is proper commercial complex height, which is around 14 feet. So what happens is the load becomes too heavy, and wooden partition was not very much recommended because this area coming into commercial premises, there is a lot of pollution over here. So I had to actually think a lot while finalizing the materials. Also budgeting and costing was a prime constraint. I didn't wanted to go overboard because using fancy materials or using materials which are expensive, the entire budgeting gets inflated. So I had that perspective wherein I had to also maintain the budget. So what we have done is I'll share you the footage of this, the raw footage of this, I mean the ongoing footage. So what I have done is I have actually added some members which were the square MS sections, so that the height was a constraint. So usually when we do a brickwork, we take lintels at two levels, at one level, but here because the height was a longer one, I prefer taking lintels at two levels. And the lintels also which we have taken are just not the RCC bars. We have taken proper flat bars so that it gives a proper strength and durability to the wall. So wall which you see here is the proper brick wall, and the brick wall is plastered from both the sides for plastering because it is like an area wherein there are a lot of pollution and a lot of there are a lot of things which are there which actually restricts the usage of material. So I had to be very 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 conscious while I was doing the plastering, because there were a lot of different materials, different waterproofing additives which was added here, so that the client is at a win-win. They are not having the problem wherein there is peeling of paint and other things. That all things we have avoided. Also, the water which was used for plastering and the brickwork, it was completely potable water. We had made sure, because here the water which we get is hard water. So we had made use of some additives wherein the water used for the brickwork, curing and the plastering was with addition of some agents which were making the water soft. Apart from that, if you see the paint finish, this is proper. I have used a Royale matte finish paint, but I didn't want to go for regular paint. I had tried some texture. This texture is also, this is not the regular texture which we get, ready-made on the sites. This is a handmade texture. We had made sure that we had used we had tried different things. We have tried using wire mesh, we have tried using coconut scrape, we have tried using a lot of things which were giving this kind of a natural look. So I didn't wanted that typical concrete look, because that is very overrated these days. Anywhere where you go, you see the concrete look, because there are just the ready-made material which are available. You just have to apply it in two levels and then it is done. But this is something unique, so that whenever somebody is coming, you get that freshness. And also, I also get bored by using the same things again and again. And there's also one more thing, the concrete texture which is very much available these days comes with a good cost. So I had that cost regulation in the mind. I didn't wanted to play with a lot of inflations for my clients. So I was specific that what we are using is like in budget. So here the color theme what I've maintained is white with grey. These are the only three, there are two shades of grey and one pure white. That is what I've maintained for the entire walls of the entire office. For photo frames, what you see here, I mean, since they are from the marine background, I mean, my client, the office, what here, they deal with a lot of machineries which is required in the marine industry. So I didn't want it to go out of the topic and just have frames displaying beautiful nature and all. Yeah, that definitely looks good, but when it is your office and when you want to have the story of your work displaying in each and every angle, so I felt that I should go for some frames which actually depicts their work and which actually is connected with the industry where they belong. Also, one thing what here I have done is I have not selected anything. I have completely given it on my client that I want your input so that the story is yours. The story is not mine. The story is yours, and that is how all the quotes what you see here are given by my clients. Yes, definitely few quotes were suggested by me pertaining to their industry, but few quotes they came from them, so that I wanted their the touch here, so that it is a complete win-win for both of us. What I've done is I have not gone for any glass. I have gone for this. These days we get different kinds of papers which are very thick and which are actually I mean, they come with a little of. I mean, I have not gone for the glossy. I have gone for a matte finish, but this is pasted on a vinyl. So the vinyl what I have with not vinyl, sorry, sunboard. The sunboard which I have used is again 5 mm sunboard, and on top of that, this is all printed. It is without a glass, so it is just the frame. That is why it is looking something different, because that glass again adds to heaviness. Also, many times it happens that glass, if the paper gets stick, if it is not changed, then there are marks, or sometimes there are also, if it is not cleaned properly, the dust enters in. So there are a lot of problems. So I felt, because this is an industrial area, because this is an office, it has to have less maintenance. That is why I have opted for this kind of frames. Now moving to this wall, this is the external wall. I mean, this is a common wall between the other office and my client's office. So this wall was given. I mean, we got this wall from the builder, but the condition of the wall, the hygiene of the wall was not at all good. So we had to again scrape the plaster. We had to replaster the entire wall. But here, instead of this paint, I had gone for plywood paneling. The reason being, because here I had a requirement like wherein now you don't see the TV, but in due course they might go for a big screen of TV, or they might go for a projector, because this being a conference room. So I wanted the access, I wanted the conduits. The hygiene of the wall, the thickness of the wall was not that good, wherein I was in a position to do concealing for the electrical provisions, for the provision of HDHMR cables, and for other cables which in later future they might be availing. So that is the reason why we have gone for a partition here. This partition is actually done with the help of aluminum framing. I have used aluminum framing. Aluminum which is used over here is by Jindal, and on top of that we have used waterproof marine plywood. And marine plywood is again, this what you see is not veneer, this is laminate. I've used a laminate by Merino. The black strips what you see here is a PVC laminate. This PVC laminate is not by Merino, but there is a combination of Merino, and this is again an in-house brand which my vendor has, and I have used it in a couple of my projects. It's doing extremely well, so that is how I repaid this. The same black laminate is also used for the doors. I forgot mentioning there. So while I was discussing about the door, if you see the laminate for the door which is used is again PVC black. Coming back to the table, I wanted to have minimalistic table. So if you see the base of the table, it is just open rectangles, and again used with the same color palette. I have used black PVC core laminate over here. Core laminate, the advantage of using core laminate is the edges. You don't see the black here. Since we have used the black laminate, definitely the edges are not visible, but if you use any other color, the core is visible. So because the edge is visible, because if you use core laminate, this edge gets camouflage. I mean, the core, the color of the whichever color laminate you have, the core also comes with the same color. That is the advantage of using core laminate. This is again PVC bendable laminate which I have used. These are just two rectangles. Then these rectangles were flushed with the frame. Bottom again is again plywood. The thickness what you see is 1.5 inch, but I didn't wanted to go for glass. I didn't wanted to go for clear glass or back painted glass because as I mentioned, maintenance was a challenge. So what we have used here is again white G7. So G7 top becomes very flawless. It is easy to clean. Also, there are advantages of molding. If you see the edges, they are completely molded in such a manner that it is not hurting at all. It is very easy to maintain, at the same time very easy to handle. So there are things which we need to take care of is the maintenance. We need to take care of the cost. Also, we need to take care of the handling, day-to-day handling. Many a times the sharp corners becomes very difficult when people are moving around. Office becomes a heavy traffic zone. There are chances where more people come. This is a conference room. This is a conference room with a provision of 6 people at a time. So if 6 people are handling here, plus if sometimes if there are other staff members coming in, going out, then you need to be very careful with the day in and day out. So this is how the edges have completely made the edges round. They're very smooth. They look good. They're easy to go, easy to handle, and this is a material which actually takes care of this is I mean there are no stains on G7, plus there are no abrasions. So that is how this was what was my suggestion for my client. They agreed, and that is how we landed up into finalizing this. The walls are again same. This is also internal wall which was constructed on site. The construction of this wall is same what I've explained for the main wall. This painting, they had this paint. This actually was in their old office, and they wanted to. They were just asking me whether to continue that or whether to go for something. But I feel that some material, they are timeless and they look good. Even if they are old, they look very good. It gives that vintage kind of feeling. So same theory I have applied here. What I have explained for the other frames. The procedure is exactly same, but this frame was in the old office, and I wanted to revive that. So the story is this. Now the wall clock, what you see, I would like to mention about the wall clock. This wall clock is actually the clocks which are there on the ships. So they had I don't know, but they had collection of this kind of wall clocks which are pertaining to their industry. So rather than going for some fancy and some new thing, I felt that this also, if you see, there is a patina developed on the clock. So that patina gets camouflage with the color of my wall, and it is enhancing to the beauty. It is looking flawless. It is looking very classy, and somehow I'm very happy with the way the wall has come up. I hope I did justice. I mean, do let me know in the comment section. Coming back to this wall, again this is a very old painting which they had, and this painting was a very small miniature size of painting which I got developed into a bigger size. And that is how they wanted this because this also is a part of their logo. So on the visiting card they had this lady with a motor boat, and this actually there is a big story. Currently I forgot that story. My client has narrated that, but I forgot that, so I'm so sorry I'm not able to explain that story. But yes, this is with the story and this is with the concept. So the miniature painting, I had developed that in a bigger size which was suitable as per our wall sizes. And then the same this is again pasted on a sunboard, and this is without glass. And the frame what I have used is just 1 inch thick black frame because the palette here is grey, white and black. And also you see there is a provision of AC, but yes, in due course of time the AC is not yet installed. Maybe in few months they'll be installing the AC. Now let us focus on the ceiling. So if you see for the ceiling, I have not done any false ceiling. I wanted to maintain that industrial look. Also, if you see the finishing, I have not at all touched with the finishing of the ceiling. You see the grids which is there at the time of slab casting. Those grids are basically, while the slab is casted, there are metal sheets which are, metal boards which are there. So when you remove those metal boards, you get those marks. So I wanted to preserve those. Hence, I have not done any false ceiling. The color which I have used for the ceiling is again grey. I didn't wanted that same white. I didn't wanted a dark grey. So it is a light grey which I have used for the ceiling. Electrical is again open. For the ceiling, I wanted to keep that industrial feel. That is how I have gone for precision pipes. It is completely open. For the lights, I have just gone for 4 surface lights, and these are again, if you see the wattage, because the height is around 14 feet. I wanted the illumination in such a manner where the entire room is illuminated. So these 4 lights serves the purpose. And apart from these 4, I have also given a provision of yellow light. So if you see, if you want that yellow effect, sometimes in a conference room when you don't have discussions where people are just listening to you, and just where you're sharing your ideas and concepts like that, so white light sometimes becomes too bright, and I didn't wanted to have that spotlights, because if you go for spotlights, again it is a vicious circle. You have to do false ceiling, you have to do some kind of treatment wherein again it adds on to the budget. So I've just gone for very basic lights. I mean, these are just two. I mean, they are also not many in number, just two. But if you just see the pattern, if you just see the pattern of the black precision pipes, I feel it is looking very good, and I hope even you liked it. Fan is again the old fan. I have not gone for any new fan because I didn't want it just to throw that old material and just to use a new one. The fan is a very good fan which is in a good condition, so we haven't changed anything as such. So flooring, I have done a new flooring here because earlier flooring was in a very bad shape, so we have gone for a new flooring. But because it is industrial, because my client also liked Kota, so that is how the entire office I have used Kota flooring. You can just focus on the pattern. I have not gone for the regular pattern. Here I have maintained a pattern with a rectangular, with a square blocks, which is one by one. The beauty of Kota is it doesn't come in one color. So if you see here, there are variation in shades. So this is basically the material which is available, but it comes, the placement of that, the random placement of that, there are different shades of green which you see here. They have olive as a color. I mean, my client has inclination towards olive. They also like the material Kota, because Kota being a natural material, it gives a lot of coolness. So industrial area, definitely there are a lot of things which adds on to the heating. So sustainability point of view, this was my recommendation. Also cost of Kota is less in comparison to the artificial vitrified tiles which we get these days. So that's it, I think, for this room from my end. Now let's move ahead to the next section. Thank you. So this is the main cabin, boss cabin or executive cabin, whichever way you want to term it. So let's start with this partition. This partition is a blend of two material. If you see the door and the side, I have used plywood. I mean, I have used a panel kind of pattern for the door and a grid kind of pattern for the partition. But as I mentioned, the height is 14 feet. So because of the height, we had to use a material which, I mean, we had used the same material, it is the same plywood, but I wanted that break. I didn't wanted, that entire length of panel to be seen, because it would have been the same. So if you see from outside, there is a camouflage of design. I have used same plywood, but for the section which is above the door height, we have used SDHMR sheets from both the sides to the partition. The top partition is again a sandwich pattern, which is again material. I mean, I've used aluminum Jindal pipes, which is again flush with both sides marine plywood, and on top of that we have used SDHMR sheet, so that we get a flawless surface for painting. And from the outside I have used a different kind of paint because the design of the cabin and passage is different. So right now I'll elaborate on the cabin design. So the pattern which you see for the walls is same repeated again for the top section. The top of the door, again I have maintained the same pattern which is there throughout the office. Now these are the office tables. If you see, the design of the tables is in such a manner wherein I have given a little bit of arch. The material which are used again here are G7 for the tabletop. This is again tables with waterproof marine plywood. This laminate is by Merino. This laminate is also by Merino, and I have again used core laminate here. Even the white laminate which is used is core laminate. Core laminate, I have explained the reason of using core laminate is the edges, they don't look black, they come in the same color, so that it gives a very good blend, and it adds on to the aesthetic value. So this is the table. The table again has a side runner if you see, there is a side runner. So side runner comes with a storage. Even the side runner top, what I have maintained is again G7. The only thing what you see, there is a level difference. There is a level difference between the main table and the side runner. This actually helps in giving a proper kind of designing. Justification is that when you use this as a table, you want a clear front, but for your runner, if it is one step down, it adds on, it gives you a comfort while handling. So this is a small tip which I follow, and it is very useful to many of my clients. So that is why I have continued doing that. But all these things, when we do, like when we have to have the level difference, or we have to anything, we have to have any element like that, it is better to take approval from your client, so that there are comfort bonding between both of you. Many a times it happens that in the flow of designing, we get to do a lot of things without asking them, and then it happens that they turn out where the designs is not comfortable, they are not happy handling it. So just to avoid that clash, it is better to get things clarified. For the runner, I have given here 3 drawers, and then the entire section also, which is going inside the table, has a storage, so that this entire area is utilized. So there are 2 shutters here, 2 shutters there. There are 3 drawers here. This drawer is actually very difficult to get used. Hence, we have just given the electrical configuration of the switches is over here, electrical plate and other accessories, so that it is hidden. At the same time, it is easy for use. It is not going to hurdle the bosses while sitting. So this is it about the tables. Now for the back wall, again it is a brick wall which is plastered, and the only thing what you see here, I have maintained a pattern because I wanted the partition flow, because I wanted the partition design to be carried on. That is how you see the addition of these black lines over here. Now these black lines are done in paint. While getting this done, it was very tricky because we had to actually mark it with the help of masking tapes, and then later on painting also was a challenge, because you have to make sure that the paint doesn't slips, the paint doesn't move here and there. So that is how these are again in paint. Here the black paint which I've used is oil paint. I wanted that oil kind of, I wanted a little bit of gloss, not too much of gloss, but a little bit of gloss was required. The entire wall I had to design it in such a manner that I didn't wanted the regular grid pattern. I wanted an asymmetric flow. That is how you see there are different divisions there, and it is not following one particular trend. Now this is my clients. I wanted their work to be portrayed in each and every part of the office. So this is basically a cross section of a motorboat. This is how they. This is their industry. I wanted that to be displayed. So a cross section of their machine would have been a better product rather than having world map or rather than having some other things, was my thought process. I was very clear with them that this is my thought process, but again it depends on you. If you like it, we can have that, because the first choice which they wanted was a world map, but I was not very keen in having a world map, because these days again having a world map in office is very overrated. So I wanted something which actually displays their work, and I wanted something wherein they are proud of their work, and I wanted it to be highlighted. So whenever any client is coming and approaching them, so subconsciously the product gets highlighted. So this was my story. I am very fortunate and thankful to them for getting ready for that thought process, and this is how I got it painted on a back painted glass. So this is basically a back painted glass, 8 mm thick. This has been fitted with the help of 6 struts. There are 2 at the bottom, 2 at the side, and 2 at the top. So this is the journey of this wall. Now moving ahead, this is basically this section. This wooden section, what you see, was this is the third generation which is being using this. So it is being passed on to generations, and they wanted this to be here. So I had just polished it. It is like nothing, it is only polished. This glasses also were there. It is only the polishing what we have done for the wood, which is in alignment with our color palette. So this is just the polishing, and this is the area where the gods have been displayed. So there are 2, if you just see, this is at this corner, there is one more towards the other corner, because as per Vastu they wanted placement of other god over there. So that is how these two have been positioned in such a way that this is at one corner and the other is this corner. Again, I would like to highlight about the wall clock. Wall clock, I mean, this is not the one which is used in the shipping industry, but yes, the shape and other things, again, it gets enhanced. The beauty of the wall is again getting enhanced. This also was an old wall clock which they had, and we have revived it and we have used it in the new office as well. Now for the table configuration is exactly the same what I've used at the other side, because I mean, there are two bosses at a time, so they wanted one single cabin wherein both of them are operating from the same cabin. So it is just the central passage. The central passage, if you see, the width of the central passage which I've kept is again 27 inches, and the rest towards my right and towards my left are again two tables which are exactly same in terms of measurements, also in terms of design. Then moving ahead, flooring, again the flooring which we have used throughout is the Kota floor, but every cabin has a different design. So this design is again a grid pattern, but the size of the conference and size of this is again different. In the conference room, what I've shown you, the square was 1 inch by 1 inch. Here what I've maintained is 10 inch by 10 inch, because I wanted this to be a bit smaller, so that the length of the wall, the effect what you see in the floor and wall is all justified. I mean, you have that, I wanted that magnified presence of walls. I wanted to highlight the walls more than the floor. That is the reason why I have gone for a smaller pattern, a smaller grid for the floor, and for walls I have maintained a bigger distance, so that the height is majorly into vision. I mean, that this is just an illusion. I mean, this is just an illusion effect, but overall the effect of the cabin, if you see, when somebody entering for the first time in the cabin, they feel that the cabin is very huge, or yes, the cabin is a good size cabin, but because of using this kind of concepts, it gets elevated. Now this wall again is the same wall. I mean, I've kept this wall plain on purpose, because I wanted to have a collage. I wanted to have a collage of their work, and I wanted to have a collage wherein, you know, it is their story. Every day while they're working, they're watching that, and again, you know, they're having that freshness. They're again going back in the memories which have given, you know, which have given them where they are today. So, you know, the memory travels a long way. It is from the start, and also this is the second generation in the same business. So in the collage wall, it is the first generation. I mean, it is my client's dad who started his business. So he is there in the photos wherein he started his journey and how he developed that, and now my client has taken over. He has again, you know, I mean, he has again amplified the business. So this is actually a wall wherein the entire family is into display, but only the work family. It is not the other family. The residential projects, we have the entire journey of, you know, wherein the entire family is there with entire different functions and different things. But this is an office, so I had to maintain the diagram wherein their office work is justified with the presence of having their photographs. So if you see here, it is also a wall wherein few certificates are displayed. Apart from certificates, there are few collages wherein their work, their accomplishments are also, you know, highlighted. So that's it from my side for this cabin. Ceiling is again, I forgot to mention about the ceiling. I'll just again take you to the ceiling. Ceiling, I have not done any false ceiling. I have kept the ceiling plain. It is only the paint finish. Paint is also grey. The electrical is again open. I have used black precision pipes to give that industrial look. There are just the 4 panel lights. Here I didn't wanted any yellow lights, because my client had no requirement of having any ambient or bomb lights. They just wanted pure white lights. So we had just had 4 panel lights, and I want you to see the fans. These fans are, I think, I mean, what they mentioned to me are around 35 years old fan. I mean, more than 35, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I forgot the actual years, but they're very, very, very old fan, and they're very heavy. So, you know, while you know, having this fan here, my client was very sure that if you want to have some additional reinforcement done, get it done, because our fans are very heavy. So when they mentioned this, I was not that serious, but when I got these fans while we were due for the handover, and well, the moment when we had to install everything, when we saw the fans, they are really too heavy, but they are of a very good quality. I mean, when these both fans are on, you even don't require an AC. So old is gold, and I am very happy that I was able to revive this and reuse this. So that's it from my end for this cabin. Thank you.